Hi guys. I found all my water paper. I was just thinking that we haven't been in this bad boy in quite some time. I've just been doing so much other stuff. I mean, I got busy with, the challenges and it's just a lot. So I haven't been in here in a while. I'm not sure how long it's been since you've seen something done in this book. So I figured we would go in here and see what we're doing. Okay, first thing I wanted to run through, because we've been experimenting with all the pockets and whatnot, is some of these have flattened out pretty good. So this one, we said this one sits okay. Doesn't really have any problems. I can get it in all right. I might put another one of those in the back. These don't do too bad. They still buckle a little bit when I turn it this way. This one still wants to buckle a little, and they curl a little, but they hold pretty good. This one buckles more this way now than it does this way. So, yeah, we still have a gap here, but it's flattened out okay. It's not too bad. Then we have our collage pages. Now, this one is still, like, majorly stuck. I mean, unless it's standing straight up, it's got gaps. So, yeah. And then we have our wallpaper. And let's see where we've got. Okay, here we go. I was thinking maybe I would go across these two pages with this real quick. And then this is a nice quick spread to do that we don't have to worry about. I've worked myself into a not enough space hole again. That looks like it's dotted, but it's not. I mean perforated, sorry. It is dotted. It's not perforated. Okay, so we'll take that off. All right, and we will cut this. I think we've been saying 5.5, right, guys? I don't remember my measurements. Wait, you know what? I have them right here, because this is this book, right? Yeah, just making sure. Okay, so I have them right here, 5 5/8. So I think I was doing 5.5 just to be safe. So let's take this to 5.5. Just want to make sure it's straight all the way down. For some reason, if I come from the top down, it cuts more jagged. I don't know what that's all about, but it does. So I try to do bottom up on the cover. I thought this paper was really pretty, and I even like this this kind of mottled. I don't know if you can tell it on there. It's kind of got a texture to it almost. So what I cut off of here, because these are supposed to be, I think the page is 8 7/8, so we'll go 8 3/4. Right? 8 3/4. Like that, and it's going to leave us quite a big piece here. So I want to save that, because see the tattered edge? And that was bottom up. I think it's this blade. I think this blade cuts smoother. I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, and actually, I can put the sandcastle, now that I've split it apart, I can put the sandcastle on either side. There's always that wanting to curl around the spine thing over here. So all right, let me get, oh, I've lost it again, guys. I haven't been using it, so it got misplaced. And by it, I mean my glue mat. Because I was going to use my glue stick on these. Let's do this. We're going to improvise, guys. Because I've gotten myself all in it. I have filmed, this will be not on the day that you see it, because Lord only knows I cannot do a video. I cannot film and upload on the same day. So, on the day that I filmed this, this is my 4th video of the evening. And when I say evening, I mean evening. It's... Now, I've seen Rachel go where she goes, and I don't know if she I can't remember if she does it because she doesn't have a glue mat under her when she does it, or if it's just because she says it secures it better. But she does the middle of the page with glue stick, and then she goes around the edges with her wet glue, which I found interesting, but mine's curling on me. I don't know if I can get around my... Alright, let's put this down. I'm going to get it over close to this side. Oh, down. Not all the way on the edge. This is the problem with working in a book. Or at least my problem with working in a book. Is on this side over here, being able to see the edge of the page. Because of the fact that you've got, like, you got all these pages laying. So I'm looking at it and I'm seeing all these edges and I'm trying to figure out which one is mine. Okay, I know it should be the top one, but I don't know what to tell you. For some reason my eyeballs don't want to. Alright, now let's make sure this one is... Let's make sure this one is cut to 5.5. And it is not. So we're going to take a... See, I don't know if you can see that. See, well, that's getting jagged too. I guess my blade's just dying. That's also a possibility. Oh, I should have cut the other side. Oh well. Okay, and then we're doing 8 3/4 this way. And we're going to glue it down. Okay, so this is a spread done. I haven't worked in this in so long. I was beginning to, like, I've still been, like, I'll see stuff that's beach, and I'm like, oh, I can put that in my altered book. And then I go, wait, I haven't done anything in my altered book. I know you guys, I don't, well, I don't know, but you guys must look at my channel and go, she's so disorganized. So, but I'm trying to get this done so we can start, you know, making stuff for it and putting decorations in it and seeing how fat we can make it. Maybe eventually I'll cover it. Ooh, I could make a pocket out of that. That could be a pocket. On the back side of this collage page. This is cardstock because it's the fly paper or whatever. I don't know. We'll have to see. On this one, I thought maybe I would do some more wallpaper. I haven't done wallpaper. We did 40s wallpaper here. I thought these reminded me of palm leaves. So I was going to put maybe the green ones in on one page and the yellow ones in on the other, and then we could, like, or maybe I'll put the green ones in on one page with some water and then flip over and do water and the yellow ones. Maybe I'll do that. That sounds like fun. Although this I have to cut with my knife because I already tried earlier today to cut wallpaper with the trimmer, and it was not nice. It tore it. It like pulled it. I don't know how to describe it. You'd have to see it. It was in the video. I showed it because it happened to me on camera. Okay, so we're gonna go 5.5. Still gotta do 5.5. I love this new 18-inch ruler that I finally got one, and I love it because it is long enough for me to do these long pieces, these long cuts. Maybe I can make a card or something for the journal later. But yeah, it's long enough it's big enough for me to make these long cuts, and it works really great. Okay, so 8. And 3/4 is right there. So that's kind of cool with just the fringes and then this middle area clear. It would make a nice, I don't know. Okay, so this goes in back here. You can tell I'm ready to be done with this because I'm starting to do more just like full page cuts. And then we'll decorate over top of it. Okay, so we'll glue this one down. I wonder if we should do another one of those. Remember I said I was going to put another one of those side pockets in? Ooh, that pulls really bad that direction. I think it'll work. Not absolutely positive, but I think. So I have to decide which way I want to put the pull. Maybe this way, because then I'll cover this page and then I'll put the pull in. Okay, so makeshift glue mat. I do, at the end of this video, and I should have probably told you guys this at the beginning, at the end of this video, I do want to show you how it's been going with that other experimental book I was doing. Some of the pockets are working pretty good. Others of them, it's not that they're not working, it's just that I faux pas when I thought something would work. Again, experimenting. I'll explain it when we get there. It's too hard to talk about it without you looking at it. But anyway, so I was going to let you see how the pockets were going, maybe glue it a couple more. And, oops, well, this one. And, you know, see how we're doing with making pockets out of the pages again. The ones that I didn't like make into pockets, where you just have the scrapbook paper on either side, I like this. It's a nice thick board. I don't know why. It's different from the other journals that we make. Maybe that's why I like it. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to cover this with water. I don't think we've used this water. So maybe we'll do this water. Oh, I like that. Against the green. So we'll do this water and then we'll pull the we'll punch the pull. Pull the punch. Punch the pull. Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay. Let's get in here and we'll cut. I actually want to cut this off because I kind of like the small, some of that small water. Does that make sense? The smaller ripples. I don't know if they're supposed to be further away or... Okay, so that, and then I'm going to go five and a half this way. I'll put this under here for later use. Oh, I just thought about it. Maybe I should use the lighter blue because this would go really nice against with the yellow palm trees. Guys, let me see which one I like. Yeah, we're going to put the darker blue with the yellow palm trees. Okay, let's do this again. There's a splash. Okay, let's see if we can't get that, maybe. This has a sandy bottom. And we'll do it this way. We need to clean out the... It collects paper thingies. I don't know if that's part of the problem or not. Might be. Alright, so we're going to go 5.5 here. Tuck that under because we don't need it right now. And then we're going to go 8.5 there. 8 and... Not 8.5. 8 and 3/4, right? Maybe I'll put the splash on this side. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, my paper bag fell on the floor. Okay. I'm gonna order, like, I'm gonna find some place where I can order these glue sticks in bulk. I told you guys what my husband said, right? He just looks at me and he goes, "You're silly not to. It's a consumable, and you use it constantly." He goes, "Why would you keep ordering it individually?" Very practical about these things, my husband. And I was like, well, to order it in bulk, it's, you know, this much money. And he said, yeah, but if you order them individually over time, this is my husband always doing the numbers. Not that's a bad thing. I mean, right now it's probably going to get me bulk glue. Because sorry, I'm trying to make sure that's kind of straight, at least, sort of, maybe. I don't know. I can't tell anymore if the page is crooked. I'm pretty sure I'm cutting these straight. I don't know. If I come back and there's any spot, like this looks like this edge might not have gone down. So when I come back to decorate it, if there's any spots like that, I will put some glue under it. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. All right, so let's punch this one. I just kind of eyeball middle. I don't generally worry too much about it being exact. All right. And then what I wanted to do was on the other side of this pocket, I want to put the water again. And that way it's not like palm trees water, palm trees water. I don't know. I'm just not. I'm not a pattern person like that. I gotta break it up. You know what I mean? I'm telling you guys, these are like the perfect size for pockets. Or cards. I mean, they could be journaling cards. Okay. I don't know that we're gonna do any more not any more cutting with this, because I can't cut the wallpaper on here. So I'm gonna put that off to the side because I'm not gonna be using it again. Let's bring this back over here. And we'll glue this down, and then we'll glue then we'll cut the yellow palm trees and I'll glue them down. Then we'll glue the pocket together, and I will clip it and set it aside to dry. And then I'll show you the other book that I've been working on. I'm pretty sure I showed you like getting it started. So I was going to show you some of the pockets I've made in it so far, and we'll look at how they're doing. Some of them but still buckle a little bit, but I've changed the spacing. So I'm not trying to pull as much page space together in the book as I was when I did these. I hope that's making sense the way I'm explaining it, because I know that could be very confusing, I guess. Oh, there is no glue right there. Nope, that's not going to work. We're just going to... I hope this glue stick stays... I'm getting it all over my cutting mat, but I don't want the glue stick stuff in the middle to dry. It feels like it might have. So we'll just have to hope for the best. I mean, all the edges will be stuck down. Hopefully the middle was still tacky enough. I don't know, I can't tell. But anyway, okay. Now this one is a little bit different, so let's see how we're going to do this. I'm going to cut... First of all, I'm going to cut... Maybe I'll cut right here. I don't think that's where I was originally going to do it, but it's all right. So we've got that strip. Now we're going to go and we're going to cut it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 3/4. And yes, I could just do the math, but I like to verify because I have done the math before and then cut it short anyway. So better be safe than sorry. But anyway, okay. So let's put glue on the back of this one. We're going to try the glue stick again. Going to behave yourself. Like I said, I'm working on a couple of projects. I don't know when you're going to see this, so I don't know how far into some of the other projects I'll be on camera or on YouTube by the time you see this. But We got several going on. I'm having fun with the challenges, the weekly challenges and the monthly challenges. I'm still stash building, guys, and I'm going through my I'm going through all of my stuff, seriously, and trying to like decide what to do with pieces. So I'm trying to put it on this edge that I can't ever see. I'm hoping that it's not too overly crooked, but I know that it is kind of crooked, so we'll just have to. Yeah, like right there. And right here. With this I can get with the glue stick. There we go. So that's that. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and glue this pocket. So, and I'll clip it and put it somewhere under some books or something, and let it dry until the next time we get into here. Like I said, I made one of these pockets already in this book, and it seems to be holding pretty good and not buckling too bad. And this was really, if I remember correctly, and it's been a while since I've watched her video, so I'm not absolutely positive, but if I remember correctly, this was really the only kind of pocket that Crafty Rena, when she did hers, and I was watching her do it, where she would, you know, glue two book pages together to make her book board pages for her journals. These were really the only kind of pockets I saw her make out of her book boards. Were these pockets that don't want to stick together, apparently. These side tuck full page pockets. It was really the only ones I saw her do, I think. Everything else she did on top of her page. I'd have to go back and watch to be sure. Don't quote me. I'm not by any of this stretch of the imagination absolutely positive that I'm right about that. But that's what I remember. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clip this really quick. 2 clips here, 2 clips at the bottom, and then we'll put it, I'll put it away, and yeah. I should put it under something heavy, but I don't know if I have anything. All right, swapping out books. So this is the book where I rearranged the pages. If you remember, so back here in the back, where I've got pages clipped together, if you remember, I was hiding the torn out pages in the other book. I was hiding all of this. So I was taking out 10 to 12 pages, and then I was gluing the back. I was gluing the first and the 13th page together, right? Or the first and the 14th page together, or however you want to count that. There was a gap in between of anywhere from 10 to 12 pages. So that was a 10 to 12 page gap. And then I would take another pocket that was right next to it, and I would have another 10 to 12 page gap glued to the other side of that pocket, and I would be bringing together like a 25 page gap in the book. So when you try to bring together a gap that's basically 25 pages wide, of course you're going to get buckling. So I tried, instead of doing that, what I've tried doing is rearranging it so that these two are right next to each other, and these two are right next to each other. This isn't actually 2, because when I had to rearrange this, I got some I got some oddball single pages. But this one, these two would be right next to each other. So you've got 107, 108, 109, 110. And then over here you've got 131 to 134. That's a lot of pages. Well, no, physical pages, it's 10. So 10 physical pages came out of here. But to make my pocket, I'm trying to pull together a gap of 12 pages or 14 pages instead of a gap of 25 pages. So, if all of that was clear to you, I don't know. I've done some gluing together in the front here. Now, these ones are, I actually glued one to the front, to the cover itself, which is actually really hard to get into. So I might have glued that one too tight because it's like, I mean, I might be able to slip a piece of paper in there. Yeah, see? So there's a pocket there, right? And then I've done a crisscross pocket here. Okay, and these are double book page, but they were right next to each other. So this was 4 pages that were right next to each other. I glued 2 together, glued them together here. And then my gap was in between there. No, I didn't even have a gap in between there. So this was the front, like, 5 or 6 pages of the book that I turned into this pocket. And I glued this down. So it's just a pocket. It's not a front and a back. Okay. And it seems to be holding pretty good. It doesn't buckle. It flips okay. And then this one is just the regular side tuck that was working in the other book. We got that. These pages are awful. But anyway, so it's a side tuck. My glue span is pretty wide, but so I got that. And then for this one, I got a triple pocket. Okay, so I've got a pocket here and a pocket here. And the only reason that one is trying to stand up, because it doesn't buckle really either way. There's a little bit of buckling when I lay it that way. But the reason for that, I think, is less because of the pages that I pulled together and more because when I flattened it, I laid it like this to dry. That was my fault. So it dried this way instead of drying closed. So yeah, it's still trying to flex itself back out of that. Anyway, so we've got a couple more here. This one is supposed to be just a glue it. Now this is only reinforced up here. This will have to have cardstock put on it. But I think that as long as I cover this with heavy paper, this should be okay. And that's probably true of any of this. I just really like the boards that this makes. It's not quite the Altered Book Artists boards because I think they glued like 4 pages together or something. Which and their books are like totally different and completely amazing. Some of the stuff that I've seen them do. I mean, it's just all right, so we got that one glued together. And see, and they lay pretty good. I mean, it didn't give me any problems laying, and it's not giving me any problems coming back the other way. Oh, although it did slide a little when I laid it that way. So you just kind of let it come to its natural spot, and it'll do the rest. I don't know what I was going to do here. I didn't mark all of these. Some of them I marked for stuff, and some of them I just clipped them together saying these two were going to be a pocket. Oh, I've glued some back here. Here's a pocket. Here's a pocket. So we've got, I forgot I did these. I don't know if I've done, oh, yep, there's another one of those pockets. So I did one on this side and one on this side. Back of a double slant pocket, cardstock to cover for reinforcement. Okay, so this, oh, I was doing one of the double slant pockets. Okay, so this is going to get covered with cardstock. This is going to be So this will be the lower cut, like that. So maybe I'll draw that line, or maybe I've already drawn it. That's what's there. But we're going to draw it again. So it goes right up along here. And what's nice about this line is I can tuck a cutting mat in here and do this with a ruler and a blade, as long as I have a line to follow. I've done a few of these now. So that's that one. And then this one would be, this one's the middle pocket. So this is this wider one. This isn't actually from this book, but a lot of these novels are all the same size. So it'll work. Like that. Let me clip these back together just so I don't lose them. And then I'll show you how I cut them. So basically what I do is I take my guys, I lost my cutting mat. This one's a lot bigger. I wasn't expecting to have to pull this one out of here. But basically what I do is I tuck it as best as I can in there. And see, it's not even, it's thicker. The other cutting mat isn't as thick. And I lay my ruler and I cut on the line. Just like you would and then what I'm going to have to do with this one, because the thing is so thick, is I'm going to have to take this and snip the rest of it, which hopefully I can get in here and do. Yeah, there we go. All right, see there, and then that will go down, and then this will go. And see, this is where my torn pages are, and then if I'm not mistaken, there's no pages here. So this is the only gap I'm trying to, this is the only gap I'm creating, or that I'm working with. So then we're going to take it and we're going to cut this one. This is all on the mat, so this should be a lot easier. I can hear people moving. It's later in the evening and I can hear people moving around over my head, and I'm waiting for, oh no, I did not. I cut my, I picked up the, guys, that was supposed to be, seriously. I'll just have to glue something to it. I can't believe I did that. Yes, you know what? Yes, I can believe I did that. I can absolutely believe I did that. So I'm going to have to fix that before I can do anything with it. I'll clip it over here, I guess. It's getting late and I should just stop. That's what needs to happen, because I just need to stop. Okay, now. Okay, so we all know how this pocket works, right? I can't get out of my own way tonight. What are we looking at? 50 minutes. I might be able to trim some of it. I'm going to be doing a lot of trimming on these videos I'm making. So this is the middle pocket to the back. Like so. Middle pocket to the back. 6,000 pages glued together because this glue seeps like that. Oh my lord. I glued like a whole bunch of pages together. Wow. Okay. Well, hopefully they're glued together. Okay, and then we glue the front page on. And we get a triple pocket, right? I'm not going to do the other one because I've got to fix the back. I suppose I could glue the middle and the front together. But I feel like you guys have stuck with me long enough, assuming that you stuck with me through the whole thing. And I'm going to call this video. I'm still working on all these altered books. Like I said, some of these are going to become my idea books. I keep saying I'm going to start idea books, and I keep not doing it yet. But I am going to start idea books, and I want to do it soon. These pockets are pulling. They will pull when you turn them one way or the other until the glue dries. And then once the glue dries, they just buckle however they're going to buckle. There's not really anything you can do about it. To some extent, they're always going to do that. But I'm going to put this back under its little box and let it dry, closed this time. And I am going to call that one, and hopefully we can get to decorating some of these books, and I can start putting idea books together soon. I have several altered books already glued together. They're just, pages stuck together, ready for me to start sticking stuff in them. So, yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do that soon. I think I'm going to save some of these corners I keep cutting off. I can cover them and use them, right? As corner tucks. So, that'll do it for this episode of Altered Booking. And I will see you guys in the next whatever video after this one. Bye-bye.